Hello, welcome to TEQ Crypto followers. Today, we will share the technical analysis of Fantom coin with you. First of all, if we look at the daily chart, we had already examined this coin in the past and mentioned that the downtrend had been broken towards the upside. Currently, we can say that this trend is continuing its upward movement. The reason for this is that price movements did not create a downward break. As you can see, it is holding onto the ascending support channel, and we expect it to continue its rise above this channel. Additionally, the 41 to 61 level is an important resistance zone for us. As you can see from the past, there has been significant interaction in this area, which is why we have identified it as a strong resistance zone. We expect the price to rise up to this point primarily. Furthermore, looking at the risk-reward ratio, we can say that there could be a potential profit margin of around 10%. Lastly, in the daily time frame, I can mention one more thing. We had a small descending trend here, which was broken towards the upside. However, the resistance was broken with a low volume candle, so it is important to be cautious. If we look at the recent candle, we see a doji, indicating indecision between buyers and sellers. However, since this doji formed in the support zone, we can say that buyers are somewhat strong because they are holding it here. As we mentioned, DJIS coming from the bottom can also be a sign of an upward move. It's important not to forget this. Additionally, if we look at our indicators, let's open our Fisher indicator. Fisher is currently in a zone very close to zero and is almost about to create a downward break, which we can perceive as a mild sell signal if Fisher breaks this zone downwards. However, an important thing to note is that the price is currently moving in an area where there are two levels. This area is both the support zone of the ascending trend and a strong support zone from previous times, which is the level of 35.79. If there is a downward break in this zone, the price has the potential to drop to the level of 29.33, which is approximately an 18 to 20% decrease. Therefore, it is important to keep in mind that there hasn't been a break yet. But if a break occurs, it would be more appropriate to assess other technical indicators before making a decision to sell directly. Let's mention this and continue with our analysis by looking at the RSI indicator. In recent days, there has been a lot of back and forth movement in these areas, which confuses the indicators. Especially if we look at the RSI, we can see that it has been rising since May 8th. However, the price movements are moving within a stable rectangle. In addition, currently, RSI is hovering around the 39 level. As RSI moves towards the 50 level, there is a possibility of seeing a nice upward movement in price. On the other hand, if it drops to 30, the opposite scenario will occur. As the price movements are currently in a state of indecision, our interpretations based on the indicators are limited. Additionally, after closing the RSI indicator, let's take a look at the WAVA trend indicator. What we can see is that a similar pattern to Fisher has emerged, where a lower signal was given first, followed by a decrease in momentum. Although a sell signal hasn't been given yet, a break is very close to happening. Just like before, we can perceive this potential break as a mild sell signal. Of course, as we mentioned before, it is important to not solely rely on indicators but also consider other technical analysis tools when making trading decisions. Let's mention this and now switch our time frame to the 4-hour chart to analyze the short to medium term situation. As we can see, the current level around 0.39 can be considered an important resistance zone. Moreover, we can say that there could be an uptrend in price movements starting from this level. Since there hasn't been a downward break yet and the price is holding onto this level, there is a possibility of an ascending trend on the 4-hour chart. Looking at the current structure, I can also say that we see a triangle formation. If we draw the triangle forward, we can say that if price movements reach or break above the end of the triangle without touching it, there could be a rapid upward movement in price. Of course, it's important to keep in mind that this formation needs to be confirmed. Additionally, if we quickly turn back to our daily chart and look at the moving averages, we can see that we are currently holding onto the 200-day moving average. Furthermore, for a more bullish scenario, the price needs to urgently rise above the 8-day moving average, which is approaching the 20-day moving average. Therefore, it needs to break above this level. And the most important factor is the downward break of the 200-day moving average. If these two factors occur and the price holds above this line, it is not a significantly negative scenario for us. It's important to remember this as well. Let's mention this and slowly come to the end of our video. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of Fantom coin with you. If you liked the video, you can click the like button. To stay updated with future videos, you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.